Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. Storytime with Dad. I'm here to share a sad story, but also as a grave warning to parents out there. This story is about Corey Brown, a 1-year-old. And he was resided in Michigan at a daycare, and basically the story. What happened is, and I'm gonna play some clips for you from different articles so you can see, and you can also hear from the mom. He was a 1-year-old at a daycare, okay, and the child was at a daycare and the mom comes to pick up the child from different reports that I heard, the child's like laying flat in some sort of, I don't know what kind of thing he was in. He was just laying flat and she thought that maybe he was sleeping. She kept trying to wake him up, he wouldn't wake up. Come to find out, he's dead. Okay. And she asks the daycare person that's there, what's going on, what happened. That person had no idea what happened. Her child was just unattended. And the story goes that supposedly they're suspecting that an 8-year-old that was at that same place is suspected for the murder of this kid. But they're investigating. They're still investigating. And the mom says she found all kinds of bruises and all this other stuff. And there's some reports saying that the child was crying and that supposedly the way the 8-year-old dealt with the crying was to hit the kid. The witness, supposedly the witness is another 5-year-old that was there. So I've spoken a little bit about daycare. I had a conversation with Lucy, who she was telling me that like she decided to like stay home and take care of her kids and be careful about where you go to get your kids taken care of. And like, wow, like it's crazy. Like this story just like really surprised me. It kind of hit close to home, and that's why I do the way I do my schedule at home, so I can try to be here most of the time with my child. And I see, like, I really do see some of the craziness that goes on, and um, it's just not safe. And a lot of these places, they're not going to take care of your child like you would, and they're not going to attend to your child. And not everybody deals with a baby's crying the same way. And if you have other kids are going to, especially kids, they're going to deal with somebody that's a 1-year old. That's my fear about putting my child in daycare at such a young age. That's why I'm sacrificing. I think a big part of parenting, or a part of parenting, maybe not a big part of it, but a part of parenting is sacrificing so you can do the right things for your child, so you know that your child's safe, so you have a peace of mind. So let me get to the story. Let me show you some clips. Hang in there. I think this is a picture of the daycare, and I mean, to be honest, the place looks kind of sketch. There's like some sort of sign at the door, and the name is kind of questionable too. I'm not passing judgment. Yeah, that's what it is. It's called Keisha's Daycare. Um, she left her son, Corey Brown, and 2 other children. So I'm not trying to knock the mom because I don't know her situation, okay? Because I hear that a lot of people are criticizing her, and like, it's obvious the name and the place looks kind of sketchy, but I'm not placing judgment on the mom. I'm more here to share what happened, to spread the awareness of it. And you gotta be careful. You gotta be safe. I was having a conversation with my mom this morning. We were talking about this stuff, and she's like, Melvin, you also can't be too paranoid. And you know what? Like, yeah, like you can't be too paranoid, but maybe you can. Like, maybe you should be. Maybe I need to be paranoid because of the way things are going this day and age. Like, maybe this. Sorry about that. I don't know what that is. But maybe that's how you're supposed to be this day and age. You have to be. Listen to this. Picture yourself in this scenario.
Three bruises, bite marks on his face, bite marks on his fingers. It was bad.
Corey Brown had just turned a year old in February.
He was just a baby. He was a typical 1 year old. He just started walking a few weeks ago, laughing, dancing, smiling, just got a few teeth.
Brianna Reasonover says she dropped off Corey and her 3 other children Thursday night at Keisha's Keepers Daycare here on the corner of Catherine Street and Muskegon. But says things took a tragic turn when she went to pick them up around 7 a.m. on Friday.
I found Corey in the pack and play. He was laying in there
Pack and
like he
play.
was asleep. Face rolled over. He had all these bruises on the side of his face, and then that's when I'm like, well, what's wrong with my baby's face?
Brianna says the ladies who worked at the daycare had no idea anything was wrong with them.
Can you imagine that? So you go to the daycare and then they tell you, we don't know. Your child is passed out in some pack and play thing, and they tell you, I don't know. Like, I would flip. I mean, I would lose my mind.
Wake up, and he's not waking up, and that's when everybody immediately called 911.
She says Corey never woke up, never regained consciousness, and was pronounced dead by doctors at a hospital. hospital later that morning.
I think another kid at the daycare did it. I'm pretty sure another kid at the daycare did it.
On Monday, Muskegon police confirmed the suspicions of Brianna Reasonover, telling Fox 17 an 8-year-old is now considered a person of interest in her son Korey's death.
Bruises, bite marks on his face, bite marks on his fingers. It was bad.
The 1-year-old was found unresponsive in a pack and play at a home daycare called Keisha's Keepers on Friday and later confirmed dead at a hospital.
You see, like, that would kill me finding my. I mean, I can't even, like, I don't even want to imagine it, or even, I can't even fathom it. But just to think about the situation that she's saying she found with bruise marks, bite marks. That tells me that that baby probably was not supervised for hours. Gotta be probably hours, allegedly. They're not watching that kid. And then look at this sign here. This place is very sketchy. You have to be aware. You have to pay attention. This door, there's some sort of printed out computer thing that says Keisha's Daycare's Keeper. Please use the side door. So there's not even a front door entrance to get into the place. You have to go to the side. Nobody's watching this place. They said there was maybe one daycare person there watching multiple kids. Like, there's just a lot of red flags here that you can't compromise.
Who did it? Why would you do something like that to a 1-year-old?
Brianna says she's angry that an adult at the daycare was not able to protect her son.
An adult wasn't there supervising as they were supposed to, but I'm pretty sure another kid from the daycare did it.
The owner of that daycare did not respond to calls for comment, but the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs told Fox 17 there's been no complaints regarding her license, and at this point they have not taken action against that license.
In my opinion, that place needs to be shut down. They need to shut that place down. And if they don't shut it down, then the name of that place, Keisha's Daycare, whatever it's called, they need to put that out everywhere on the internet. Share it, let people know. That place needs to be shut down until it's investigated. If the investigation comes out to something else, okay, but that place needs to be shut down, in my opinion. And also, I heard comments of some people saying to the mom's reaction. I don't know. You can't say how people are going to react to things. The reaction she's having would not be the reaction I would be having. I would not be calm, collected, just I don't know, but I can't say for her. I can't say for her, but
citing an ongoing investigation.
It doesn't seem real. It still doesn't seem real to this day.
Well, see, for her, she says it doesn't seem real, and honestly, I can kind of relate to that. So everybody processes death in a different way. But like my dad, when he passed away, I actually didn't get to see him when he passed away. I didn't get to bury him. So for me, to this day, it actually still feels unreal. For a long time, even when I found out he passed, I didn't cry. I cried later on, like way after, but like in my own personal time. But I didn't react. I didn't have any reaction, and my mom was even surprised that I was so cold about it. But everybody processes things differently, so it doesn't mean that she's involved in anything. Everybody processes.
Also say that one of the biggest challenges they're facing is that all of the potential witnesses appear to be children in this case.
Oh, children.
Investigators are still waiting for the...
So all the witnesses are children. That's crazy. Where are the adults? Where are the adults? Shouldn't there be adult witnesses? What were these adults doing? So I really feel like that daycare worker needs to be held accountable for that. She can't just walk off scot-free. Like, that needs to be, somebody needs to be accountable, not kids.
After they get that, they'll determine if there was
now these kids are going to have to go through the court system, and who knows what else they're going to have to go
criminal
through.
negligence involved in this case. Live in the newsroom, Michael Dupre, Fox 17 News.
So I got a little emotional, but I couldn't help it. I let my thoughts out. Share with me your opinions, how you feel about daycares. Do you take your kids to daycares? I'm definitely not faulting parents on that. Everybody has a different situation, but you got to be careful. You got to be cautious. And I'm really sorry for Korey Brown. Rest in peace. And condolences to the family. I can see why parents are paranoid. I can see why parents decide to stay home and watch their kids. Not everybody can do that, though. There's also a GoFundMe page that I'll put in the description below in the chat box. I verified and checked on the mom's Facebook, and she posted the link to that. I believe she's a single mom, so if you want to help out, there's people already donating. They have a 10K goal. They've raised 3K goals, so if you feel like donating, you can do that.